There you go guys, all fitted, picture perfect, no white dots. Hi guys, this is the white dot symptom on a Samsung SP56K3HD. As you can see, I've let mine go to a really bad state before replacing it. All of these dots all over, every single one's gone. It's a mirror stuck. It's a Samsung DLP chip that will be replacing. Also, I'm going to show you how you can replace possibly the colour wheel, also the lamp, which I've done before, but I'll show you how you get it because it's all in one place. I'm from United Kingdom, Newcastle, so I'm not sure what it would be like anywhere else in the world, for example America, but should be roughly the same. And if you can't understand me, I don't really care. Go somewhere else. Don't make any stupid comments about it. Right, so what you need to do is access the TV from the back. And I'll say this by starting this, I'm not responsible if anything goes wrong. This is just purely a guide I'm making for myself. So, first things, you got your screws here, here, one here, one there, and one down here. It's all in the same place. And what you want to do is start off by taking all the screws off, and you also, this is one of the panels which you need to take off if you wanted to access just the lamp. This is where the vent is for the lamp, but we're going to be taking the whole unit off. Once you've took off all the screws, it's just a simple case of giving it a wiggle and the whole thing should come apart. Okay, for those of you who are just replacing the lamp, for example, once you've unscrewed, loosened that up, it just comes off like this. Okay, sorry the lighting's not so great in here. Now, if you see this here, all you have to do is the little catch just here, which moves. You just push it up and pull it, and the whole unit comes out, as you can see. It's just a long tube that's let down. Right, it's not very good for the lighting in here, but you will see in here all there's a lamp. Bear with me. As you can see, there's a lamp just there. To take that out, all you have to do is pull this metal pin, which you can see shining. You just lift it up and then you just pull it straight out. It just pops out. There's the metal pin here. Once you've got that up, all you do is pull it out and it's out. And the same thing when you put it back in, and push the metal clip back. That's it. Once I've got the board out, I'll show you how you can actually change the lamp, which is pretty straightforward. Let's just, like I said, wriggle it off, and there we go. Now the chip is located in this section here. Now to get this out, we will have to disconnect a few things. Now remember, take photos as you go along so you know what you're disconnecting, because you've got to put everything back together as it was. Now to get this out, you've got one screw here and another one screw here. See this? Make sure when you put the back cover back on, this is sitting down on the cover. Okay, so and just disconnect these little things. They just come out with a little pull. Okay, obviously try and be gentle. I've done this before, so I know I'm not going to break it. If I do break it, well, who cares? Now I'm going to go ahead and take these off, and just, you know, these things, just unscrew them, make it easier for yourself. You do have to get all of this out. And there's, if you unscrew there as well. Sorry if the video is long, but I'm trying to show you everything as it's meant to be done, so it makes it easy as possible. Give that a little wiggle, that's off. And again, give that a wiggle. Now, just keep that to a side. Now I'm just going to unscrew these, and then this board here, there's a space here you can put your finger in. You can just pull it out once you've unscrewed it. And there's another space here, but it's straightforward. Okay, so now I'm unscrewed. There's a few little things you can't see in the lighting, unfortunately, but they just come off see if I can get that for you. They're just there in this corner here, and all you have to do is pull these out to make way for the board to come out, and they just pop out. Just be gentle. This one's a bit tough. Bear with me. There we go. Right. Okay, I think I've got all of them. Now just bear with me, just have to move these out of the way just to make it easier. You do need two hands, but I need to record this. As you can see, it just slides straight out. I've left one wire just connected just here, which seems to go down here, which is just the power cable. Again, it just pulls off, and that's about it for now. Right, now this is the actual board itself. You see fan here, you got a chip behind here, got your lamp here, the colour wheel's in there somewhere. This is the actual projector itself. Don't touch this, because it's got a thin layer of some clear silicone stuff on it. If you touch it, you get a blurry image. Now, for those of you wanting to change a lamp, like I said, you pull this, give it a firm tug slowly, and it should just pop straight out. Once you get it out, you've got the screws. There's the lamp there. The lamp's fine on my one, I've already replaced it. Pull these screws off. Pretty much when you do buy a lamp, you'll get it as it's in there, and you just put it back in the same way. It's straightforward. Comes apart. Put the lamp, slide the lamp in, screw everything back in, and you slide it back in and close it. Okay. Just to make everything easier, I'm going to take off a few bits. First thing around here, there's a whole screw in there and a screw in there. Just unscrew it, and it should lift right off. It makes everything easier to access, that's all. Make sure you keep the screws in a safe place, and again, don't touch that. If you want, you can use one of those static bands, but like I said, I don't care. Right, so next we're going to go about removing these two screws off here, just to get the fan out of the way. Electrical connections you can disconnect, but it's easier, I can just move it all together when you get to this piece. Alright guys, next step is just, all of these were already out. Let's disconnect some of these, pull the wires out of this clip and just put them all to the side. And then what we want to do carefully here is unscrew here, here, and you need a Torx bit. I believe I used a T9. T9 Torx is one here, there's one there, and one there. Unscrew all that. Put this, and then it's just a case of lifting it off and out. There may be one more screw at the bottom, which I need to take off. But you get the idea. When you get this piece off first, I'll just find the other screw. Sorry guys, there was another screw. What we're going to do now is remove, to get this heat shrink off, remove these screws. Also take these screws off while you're at it. Making sure you take a photo so you know everywhere you've took screws out from. Right, once you have them 4 screws off, this heatsink releases by, you have to push down on this at the same time as just give it a little pry, and this will come off just like that. Use a screwdriver to help you get it off this hook, and you can use on any side. And be gentle. That's just a heatsink, so not too much fuss. As you can see, Samsung like to use some cheap rubber pad, which is coming away, and we're going to replace that with actual thermal compound. As you can see, it's rubbish, and there's the chip just behind there. Now we can take off all this casing, and I'll show you how we can take all this off just to get to the chip. It's very simple from here. Right guys, all you want to do is be careful, as there's a ribbon attached. Don't want to twist it too much. Screws off. This is the chip. Don't know if you can see. I'll try and move it out to the light. But sorry guys, I'll show you the white dots. I'll try to get a better view, but screws off and take it off from the other side. Here is a chip. Now you can take this off. Just get a flat head and gently under here give it a little tug on each of the sides. It should just pull straight out. There we go. Here's the chip. Right, let's have a look. See what we can see not much. You can't actually see, but in the naked eye you can actually see the little white dots all over the actual screen itself. This is the part you might need. Have a look at it. Now we're going to replace it with a new one and put everything back together. Right, for those of you wishing to know how to change a colour wheel, again these units all just come apart by itself. I'm not going to do it as mine's okay. You see here, there's just a few screws around the corner when you have a new colour wheel, and there's the unit itself. It is just a case of swapping it over once the screws off. It's pretty straightforward and connecting it back up. Right guys, here's a new chip. Now be careful not to bend any of the pins on the back here. It will fit into there. And the way you can tell which way the chip goes, if you actually have a look, one of the corners has an edge and the rest are all straight corners, and on the back of the chip again one of the corners has an edge just there, so it just goes back on that way, and put it on gently. Guys, very important, just use a cotton bud, or as you call it, Q-tip, in between the heatsink and just give them a good clean out. Thermal compound, apply it evenly as possible. I'm going to make it more even before I put it on, and just straight back on slowly. Right guys, as you can see it has worked fine. Missing a little bit on the edge of the screens there, so we're going to have to align that up, but it's all working. So when you put everything back together, all you want to do is 4 screws here. You need to tighten them, loosen them, and all you have to do is put a mirror just here so you can see the alignment, and once it's straight, once you've got all these adjusters correct, that's it. And you're all done to put everything back together, and just back cover on that, and that's it. Be careful with these, very delicate. Once a break, that's it.